So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out right at the 35. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Barber on first and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Barber. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashard Lawrence able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll run the draw with Barber. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down at 5. On play action, it's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 17. Come on. 17's Mike 17.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try again, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is DJ Reed returning.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They go play action now. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
2nd and 11.
From the gun, here's Barber. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 39.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On 1st down, Ferris. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
On first down, Wilson.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
3 yards remain for second down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Ferris. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marcus Golden able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. Flush. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play, was not written down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. Touchdown, Cardinals! A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the pass. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Now Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Play fake. Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense, but you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there somewhere.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
He'll spot Eskridge open left side.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Buying time to his left. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 53 yards. And the Cards are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Ferris, and he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
142 yards rushing for him now here in week one. A very solid start to this new campaign.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So now now they operate back from their side of the field here. Second and long. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down. Defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Arizona, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.